All right, guys. So it is now time for the Wednesday Night War from April Fool's Day, April 1st, 2020. So we still have NXT taking on AEW. This is the big triple threat match for the North American Championship. And I gotta go back and look to see what was on. Oh, the AEW was talking about the championship tournament.
TNT Championship.
The TNT Championship. Wait, so that's their mid card title, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, because the AEW needs a mid card championship in the worst way.
Still don't know how I feel about the TNT name, but all right.
I mean, well, you got probably do a little ass kissing.
I guess everybody thought it was going to be the television championship, but the TNT championship just.
Yeah, I guess if it's on television, we on your network, so okay. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's get into NXT here. So, NXT starts off with Velveteen Dream taking on Bobby Fish from Undisputed Era. Velveteen Dream got these nice silk purple gloves on because deep down he like, I ain't trying to get sick, y'all. So I'll put these gloves on. I'm just saying so, but Velveteen Dream, Bobby Fish have a decent match. This is Velveteen Dream's first? No, this ain't his first big match, but I'm saying because
I think his second match back, second or third.
I was gonna say third because he had the one match with Roddy, and then he had the cage match. So this is about his third match back. So he looked pretty good here. Dream Valley Driver onto Bobby Fish, and then excuse me, and then pins him. I was like, oh, okay, and then he's let Adam Cole. He's running on borrowed time. Don't know when they're going to do that match because I thought that match was obviously supposed to be for Takeover.
They might do it the week after Ciampa and Gargano.
Yeah, what's hurtful is that they had to break up NXT Takeover Tampa into like 3 weeks because the triple threat match you're supposed to get at Tampa, Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole supposed to get at Tampa. The ladder match is supposed to get at Tampa. And we're supposed to get what's the other match?
I know the ladder match, the tag match.
Ciampa
the tag match. Ciampa Gargano, Adam Cole's title match, the ladder match, the tag match, and then
North American.
Oh well.
Yeah, because the women's championship.
No, because I remember they was doing Finn Balor and Walter. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah, because the women's championship was going to be defended at WrestleMania, so they didn't need that belt there on that night neither. So, it's disappointing that they had to do that. So, next up we have Dexter Lumis versus Jake Atlas. Yo, I don't know about you, but I'm into Dexter Lumis.
He had to win me over again.
Like, I like people that have characters, and he
okay. He was at TNA. His character kind of threw me off of him.
Wait, okay. Who was he in TNA?
His name was Samuel Shaw.
Oh my God, that's Samuel Shaw. I knew him. I knew that freak from. Yo,
his character was basically he was a pervert.
He wasn't basically. He was a full pervert. He was a peeping Tom. He was a peeping Tom, and I was like, but here's the thing: he got that creep look. You know what I'm saying? So when he was doing the look,
he used it to his advantage.
So when he was doing that look, I was like, I know that look from somewhere. I just don't know where I seen it from because when he was Samuel Shaw, he didn't have the blonde hair or that mustache.
No, he just I think he had like a straight. No, I think he had the weird mustache, the bushy mustache. I think.
Yeah, the porn mustache called, but he didn't have that blonde hair though.
No, it was like black.
Yeah, but he has that very creepy, very, like. Sadistic, like I'm uncomfortable look, and I like that in the character. So, and the name Dexter Lumis, I'm just like, okay, so they obviously built him as a creep. So, but I was like, and then I'm like, cause he always wear them gloves. I'm like, where do I know this guy from? Thank you, Prophet. I was like, that's Samuel Shaw. Okay, that makes sense. I remember Samuel Shaw a little bit too well. So next up, we have a 6-person gauntlet match to see who is going to be the last spot in the ladder match for the number one contenders ladder match for the NXT Women's Championship. So we start out the match with Sazi,
Shotzi Blackheart,
and God, who was she in there with at the start?
Xia Li?
No, she was Diana Purrazzo. So they have a match. She beats Diana Purrazzo.
I'm tired of my girl losing, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, she began ass whooped all the live long day. Xia Li is up next, and then Zazie Blackheart gets past Xia Li with the top rope senton. Then Aaliyah is out. I'm like, well, I know she getting past Aaliyah. So she beats Aaliyah, and then the final person...
Is her and Vanessa Bourne not a tag team no more? I thought it was building them to be like the women tag team in NXT.
Well, Vanessa Bourne didn't come out with her this time, so I'm guessing not. So her Aaliyah, you know, Aaliyah has improved since I remember when Aaliyah was just trying. Remember back when they had that NXT show on the network, Break something like that. I forgot what it was called. This is back in 2015. So yeah, I remember when Aaliyah was back there, just just trying to make it be on TV.
When she was Liv Morgan.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But Liv Morgan's still better. But Aaliyah gets beat here, so Sasha like she about to do this whole thing, and here come Dakota Kai, and I'm like, damn, here come Dakota. So they have a decent matchup. What's the God? You know her name I'm talking about, the one that be with Dakota Kai.
Raquel Gonzalez.
Yeah, Raquel Gonzalez. So they on the outside. She does her Sazi dive through the ropes and everything like that. But then Dakota Kai hits her with a face that face wash, and then there it is. And Dakota Kai is in the ladder match with Chelsea Green, Mia Yim, Io Shirai, Tegan Knox, and Candice LeRae.
I knew that was gonna happen, but
because Tegan Knox is in the match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I thought she was gonna make it the first place, but whoever she saw Mia Yim, so Mia Yim made it. So then I knew somehow she was gonna have to be involved in the match anyway, because Tegan Knox made it. If Tegan Knox didn't make it, then it would have made sense. But
I was really rooting for Sasha Blackheart. I really was.
I'm sure she'll get her opportunity eventually.
You're right. Kushida takes on what was it? Joaquin Wild.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I don't get this kid, but nothing really much special here other than they have a decent match, but Kushida wins the matchup here, and he was
Kushida matches just feel like just matches, like they don't even like they just
feel
throw him
special
out there.
anymore.
Yeah,
it
and
really
they all
doesn't
this
feel special.
to build him up during his debut, and then like he gets here now, he's just a regular person.
You know who he remind me of?
Who?
Hideo Itami.
Oh, okay.
Who you thought I was gonna say?
I don't know. I was kind of getting worried for a second.
He reminds me of Hideo Itami, where Kenta made so much news everywhere.
Yeah, yep.
And I'm just like, well, then all of a sudden he comes to NXT and he's injury prone. He doesn't do much. Yeah,
since he's been in New Japan, he hasn't been injured, and he's up to win both the main titles. So he might.
Main event time is Keith Lee taking on Dominic Dijakovic. We don't have Mauro Ronaldo there, and Damian Priest, who is on commentary with
Sam Roberts.
That's what it is. I don't like Sam Roberts at all.
Unfortunately.
Sam Roberts is on commentary with Nigel McGuinness, right?
I thought it was Tom Phillips.
Probably Tom Phillips, because I know Beth ain't going to be there. I know Mauro ain't going to be there, so. Yeah, I was just like, Sam Roberts. Ugh.
I would have rather them had Pat McAfee again. He was on SmackDown one time, and I thought he did good.
Okay, yeah. Well, not to say this time. So, match is really good. Big, physical horse fight. And they're doing so that they shouldn't be doing in triple threat matches, such as dominate Dijakovic doing a spiral tap, doing a corkscrew moonsault to Keith Lee on the ground. There was a spot, where Damian Priest has Dominic Dijakovic up in the razor's edge, tosses him outside to Keith Lee, then dives over the top rope to knock both of them down. And
yeah, man, this match is crazy.
They had Dijakovic had Keith Lee up on his shoulders, and Damian Priest did a doomsday device that we did a spin heel kick from the top rope. I'm like, what is going on with these guys? But they got a death wish coming because
hey, they put on good matches though.
Oh, they do put on good matches. I'm saying, but
and I don't know. I guess they do it the safe way. Like they safe with it.
So
I guess that's why they're still able to keep doing it.
Yeah. Then we get a spirit bomb on Damian Priest. He kicks out. He goes the ring, gets his nightstick. I don't know why that's a thing, but he gets his nightstick to try to use it on Dijakovic. He takes him up to put him in to feast your eyes, and then Lee goes. Well, but he does give him a double choke slam later. I like that. But he gives him a big bang catastrophe to retain.
I don't know how they let him keep that name. Oh my god.
Yeah, the big bang catastrophe. I'm like, okay, well, he got it. He retains, and Keith Lee remains your North American champion. So there is rumor that there are going to be trades, and they're shaking up the roster. So I'm curious to see who's going to be coming out of NXT to be getting like a second chance or something. So I'm really curious about that.
Who could they have to defeat Keith Lee?
Shit, put Dolph Ziggler down there. Put Apollo Crews down there. Put them people down there.
Come on now, you and this Dolph Ziggler. All right,
man. I'm not giving up on my man. Had his first singles WrestleMania match. All right, I ain't want to hear it.
After how many years? 12.
Don't be hating on Dolph, man.
Just to be honest, Kofi is the same way. So.
Damn, you say Kofi on Dolph level?
No, he not on Dolph level, but Kofi was there 12 years and haven't had a singles match until last year.
No, Kofi had a see. Kofi's first WrestleMania was 25. So 25.
They all been Money in the Bank ladder matches and tag matches.
Fair. But Kofi been on all the main shows though. Dolph been seeing pre-shows and Battle Royal stuff like that. So yeah, oh no, I'm like Kofi did do one of the pre-shows at WrestleMania 31. So, but okay.
That was a good match though.
It was.
It was the New Day, Usos, Kid and Cesaro, and I think the Luchadors. What did Sin Cara and Kalisto used to call themselves? The Lucha Dragons. The Lucha Dragons.
Yeah.
I don't think that was it. They was in that one. They was in the other one, the ladder match.
Oh, okay. Well, it was one of them teams that aren't around anymore. So that's pretty good. Time for AEW Dynamite, which yeah, as Tony Schiavone and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes with his dog Pharaoh.
Well, they just announced that next week or this week coming up, it'll be Cody and Jericho doing commentary, so that'll be interesting.
Cody and Jericho doing commentary.
I mean, not Cody, Tony and Jericho. My bad.
Yeah, but I say Cody and Jericho can't even get along, so that's not going to be a good one. So I periodically seen AEW, so I did not see all of Dynamite. So
okay.
So I hope you did see most of it.
Yes, I did.
All right, so they revealed the match for the championship tournament bracket. Superbad Kip Sabian takes on the Natural. He went back to the name, Dustin Rhodes. Then you got the Murder Hawk Monster Lance Archer versus Boom Boom Colt Cabana. Tournament begins next week. So, but we start off with Kenny Omega taking on Trent. Why?
Mm-hmm. Yep, Trent. I mean, honestly, I thought it was a solid match. I can't even complain. It went on too long, I would say, but other than that, I thought it was. Yeah,
I'm sorry, it went
on
it went on too long for Kenny Omega to be selling for Trent. I'm not into the best friends at all. And I'm like, why is Trent even in this matchup right now? But
Trent is the guy that Trent is a singles guy that they use. I don't know why they do it, but he's a tag team wrestler that they use to put other people over, basically.
I guess so.
So it's like he's not even face or heel. He's just like neutral.
I did like the deadlift German suplex on the floor though. So yeah, that was good. But Kenny Omega hits the One Ring Angel. Trent is out. So they show mutual respect. But I'm just like, but why? We got your girl. Hold on. Akua Shida. Close. Damn it.
Hikaru
Shida. I'm gonna get this 1 week. 1 week I'm gonna get this thing, man. And Anna Jay. So Shida very dominant. She's the number 1 ranked woman.
Anna Jay. Alright.
Yeah. She's the number
Anna
1.
Jay.
Huh?
I said Anna Jay. That's the first time I seen her. Ain't gonna be the last.
Oh, is it okay? Well, all right. Sheeta's number 1 ranked woman in AEW.
Yep. I thought they was gonna push Chris Statlander, but I guess with the stuff that's going on, she's not able to make it, so they more pushing Hikaru Shida.
Yeah. So she hits like the Falcon's arrow on her and picks up the win for the matchup. So that was good there. Video package up with the tension between the Big Hurt, Jake Hager, and Jon Moxley. And I'm like, okay, so are we doing a Ambrose and Swagger thing right now? Yeah.
I guess they just need something to pass the time.
They do. In 2 weeks on Dynamite, tune in for Hager against Moxley in an empty arena. Which I didn't know that was a thing. I'm playing empty arena, no holds barred match for the AEW World Championship. Wow.
Which is that also coincidentally the same day as another empty arena match, or
what's the other empty arena match?
Gargano and Ciampa.
Oh snap!
Is that not the same week?
2 weeks. I thought that was next week, isn't it?
Maybe.
I think Gargano and Ciampa is next week, along with the ladder match, and this one's probably gonna be the week after that. If it's talking about 2.
Okay. I thought it was happening on the same week. Okay.
I'm about to say, damn, that would be something. Which empty arena match you gonna watch? It's like, so that shows that they can go all over the arena and brawl, have a hardcore match. I would love to see Hager get his ass whooped. So
yeah, because Hager needs a walking brawl match rather than an actual wrestling match.
Exactly.
So it'll work in his favor too.
Exactly. Boom Boom Coca Banner joins Tony Schiavone on commentary table as we're getting ready for Lance Archer taking on Marco Stunt. Why? He owned the shit out of this kid.
You know how many people was hating on this?
How many?
There was a lot of people hating because, like, they were like, it's not fair that this big guy gets to wrestle this little guy. I was like, that's the point.
Yeah.
Because so you can hate him. So I was like, so some people was like, did you not hate that he did it? Did you not hate how that's not unfair? And it was like, well, no, I didn't. Well, I think that's the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Them to wrestle the smallest guy possible and just basically just destroy him so you can feel sympathy. I mean, I thought that's how they tried to do it as.
Yeah. So, but he got murdered in this matchup. And then Lance Archer picks up the win.
Yeah, and then after the match. After the match, his people is like Billy Gunn and his son in the crowd, and he just choked something from the ring to the crowd.
Dude, to the crowd, I'm like, yo. Even though there's no audience, the space from the ring to the crowd is about a good 7 to 10 feet.
I'm surprised seeing Spike Dudley throw him and just chokeslam him.
Oh yeah, he fell right on his head. Oh,
I would have. No, I'm talking about I would have like military pressed him and did it.
Oh yeah. It talks like 7 rows back because he knew if he did that, they would have caught him. He got tossed to the front row, and front row. Oh, And then he go to each other. I never seen a wrestler handle like that. I'm like, have you not met Spike Dudley? Video package of Brody Lee and Dark Order played. Yeah, the conference
This
table.
one was better than last week, but it was still weird. It still felt like a Vince McMahon jab.
It is. He ordered the members of the Dark Order to refer to him as Mr. Brody. And one of the Dark Order minions was called Yawning. Don't you ever yawn in front of me again. It shows weakness. And here's the thing. I really, really want him to get over it.
Yeah.
And because I used to call TNA the land of the pissed off WWE guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. And then when you're done being pissed off, you go back home. That's how it always is. And I'm like, but when you pissed off, you make yourself look worse. Like, look, Alberto Del Rio, Drew McIntyre, even Booker T. At one point, when it was all over at WWE and they got pissed off and they left because they were just angry, they come over to these other promotions and they keep talking and keep referencing WWE. And I'm just like, him doing this Vince McMahon thing is showing. I'm like, okay, I get it. First, the sneezing thing, I get it. But the yawning thing, because Vince don't like yawn either. And I'm just like, oh, so you turning your whole thing into a Vince McMahon character? You shouldn't do that. You should be there for Dark Order, do your thing, and keep it moving.
It's so weird because it's like when he, how can I put this? When he gets there and they have matches, he like gets mad when they lose, but it's like nothing for them. They did nothing. He did nothing to help them win yet.
Yeah.
So like they recruit jobbers, and then when they lose, he gets mad. It's like you gotta at least train them or show the montage of y'all working or working together to be better or something. You can't just recruit jobbers and get mad because jobbers lose only because you're in charge.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Absolutely right on that one. I didn't understand that one. So, the Dark Order versus the Natural Nightmares. I don't know if I like this name either, but it's Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall with Brandy Rose. So they have a match. The match is forgettable because I don't like QT Marshall. So I'm not a big fan of him.
Apple.
And I'm not a fan of White Carlito, and I'm not a fan of the Dark Order. I don't even care they got Brody Lee, and now he's trying to be Vince. I'm definitely not a fan of the Dark Order now. Hey, Christopher Daniels, can you say it for me? Dark Order sucks.
That's funny. They didn't have no names. They were just 8 and 9.
Exactly. But the natural.
Nightmares.
The Natural Nightmares got the win over Dark Order. Exalted One Brody Lee comes out and he gives a wicked power bomb, it says, to number 8 and number 9.
Yep, one of them. So hashtag join Dark Order. Hashtag Dark Order sucks. So we got a Chris Jericho video package. And then, this is great.
Okay, now I missed the video package.
Oh my god!
So I know out of all the things I saw, what happened to the video package?
He's in the pool again, right? And he pours a bottle of champagne in the glass, and he puts the glass to the side and drinks out the bottle. And then he just first of all, the promo he's saying, he was like, today it's an April Fool's Day. Today we celebrate the elite, just like Martin Luther King Day and all these other days. This Day of Fools celebrates the elite because they're all fools. And then while he's talking, Vanguard 1 is like coming behind him, and it's from his pool or whatever. So he sees Vanguard 1, tries to get him to join the Inner Circle still. He gives him a baby Inner Circle shirt and hangs it up on his little thing, hangs it up on his rack, and then Vanguard flies away. So Jericho says, "You know what? Release the hounds!" And then all his little dogs come out, and then try to get Vanguard.
And the dogs chasing Vanguard.
Yes. But they're not like Rottweilers or any pit bulls. They like small Yorkies or something. I feel like that's something you gotta watch. That's like some of the hokiness of Jericho and Matt Hardy. So I kind of like it.
I got you on that one, yeah. So I know you gotta go back and check that one. Then we get an update on Nick Jackson from the Young Bucks. Let's see how he's doing.
He's not ready yet, but he's in ring shape, so he's back in the ring training.
Yeah, doing some drill. So they are really gonna stretch this out until they're able to have that War Games match, aren't they?
This was basically a How Rich Are We segment.
Yeah.
How rich are we? I bought a ring to your house and put it on the basketball court. That's how rich we are. Something like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Main event time: the American Nightmare, Cody, with his wife Brandy Rose, and Darby Allin take on the Spanish God Sammy Guevara and Shawn Spears.
Shawn Spears?
I refuse to call him the chairman. This is Shawn Spears.
No, this match was a regular match. I feel like it was basically a a hot tag type of match where you get beat up and then you give the hot tag to Darby, and then he gets beat up and you get a hot tag to Cody. That was basically it.
And who won the
during the match though? Shawn Spears and Sammy Guevara was like they was making bets on who can hold Cody up for the longest in the suplex. So one went like 30 seconds, one went like 35 seconds. So they just kept doing that back and forth. But it was they threw Cody over the barricade. All the heels beat him up. I was watching on the outside. They all beat him up. I think Britt Baker would start hitting him with a heel of her shoe or something. And then, they end up losing. I forget how. I think it's by roll up.
Okay, all that I know. Did Darby get a coffin drop in this match?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yes, he did. He did. Well, it was like it was like from the top of the building.
Mm-hmm. Oh Jesus.
So he like climbed on this pole, climbed all the way up, and then just fell like Gronk did at WrestleMania.
Gotcha.
Just fell. So yeah, it was just like that.
Shawn Spears gets pinned with the roll up, and then Cody and Darby Allin had some being frustrated, and I heard that Darby Allin hit Cody.
Yep, he hits Cody. A lot of people were just like, "Oh, he's turning heel." I was like, "I don't think Darby's turning heel. He's just mad. Like people can get mad because they lose.
Mm-hmm.
And Cody ain't his tag team partner, or nothing. So I don't know if that's a heel turn. He's just mad because he lost."
I agree.
Yeah, that's all she wrote for AEW.
Yep, and that is the Wednesday Night War for this week. So, in your opinion, who won this week?
I mean, neither show was really like stand out to me personally.
Yeah, I know it ain't gonna be like that for a minute, but yeah.
But I would probably say NXT because of the main event match and the women's gauntlet kept my attention.
I was gonna say that NXT as well. I had to go back and see the Jericho stuff because I know it was good because it's Jericho. So, but everything else was not entertaining me. So, NXT gets to win this week, but you guys can always talk about yourselves. Email us at therealnerdcoalition@gmail.com or post that in the comments below.